There's nothing like being in northern Maine, beginning of May, high water. It's about 58 degrees here today. It's beautiful. There's no bugs. The water's cold, just above freezing. And these little streams are super high. Just pretty awesome. So I ended up picking up a second little camera. So now we can do this and you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. And also do a little bit of a running dialogue. Lots of little quick water sections in here. And this is a new piece of water for me. Never been down this couple of miles section of stream. And we can only do this the very beginning of May like this because, man, another week with no rain, this will be too low to float. Right now it's probably about 7 inches deep right here. So just about perfect. And a lot of these smaller headwater streams that turn into the bigger, a lot of these small headwater streams that turn into the bigger rivers of northern Maine, they all kind of start up on the same little plateau, and they all look real similar. Obviously the same geology, the same topography. Paddling through cedars and balsam fir, spruce and birch. I really enjoyed my time down on this Mexican border on the Rio Grande. There's just something about it. It just feels real good to be home. So this is not something you see all the time, is we've got to sneak our way through this culvert under a logging bridge. It looks like there's a nice strainer on one side. So I'll get myself all lined up with the pole here and then squat right down. Oh yeah, there's a big log covering everything, but maybe just wide enough for this boat to sneak through. Part of the reason I brought you guys along for this trip was because you just don't see this every day. Not in northern Maine anyway. And then we come right out on the other side into the daylight. We knew that thing was there because we came across it on the way in. A lot of times these big pools right around bridges are great fishing spots because they dredge them up for all the rocks when they're building the bridge. Pretty neat. It's so narrow, it's kind of challenging staying out of the weeds, or alders I should say, this time of year. And if you're gonna pole, you got to be quick with the transition from the pole to the paddle to the paddle to the pole. One of the coolest little old fire areas, but notice A couple of guys I know had a fire here a year ago, but all this moss, like this is not a normal campsite. Looking out at this big beautiful lake and a bunch of camps over there. They're probably empty, so we might stay here and then paddle over after dark, break in and see if they have any liquor. Stop for the night here. This is an old blown out log driving dam from way back in the day, but check out the view. There's my red boat there. You can see the sun setting across a big lake here, and tomorrow we've got a nice couple miles of whitewater. So let's have a quick look. I'll show you my little campsite for the night. I'll walk up here. Had to clear a fair bit of brush here. No one uses most of these sites. The places that we tend to go are pretty far off the beaten path, so they don't see a lot of love. If we were on the Allagash or something, there's rangers that keep the campsites clean, but out here in the North Maine woods, unless it's a popular one, no one uses it. So I had to clear just a few dead lower branches off these balsam firs, but I've got this nice big luxurious bit of moss to sleep on. So I'll set up a tent. Even though it was below freezing last night, it was warm all day, so the bugs came out, so get ready. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning.